Man, 3-1. Jesus.
Hey, Nach.
Hey, Kyle.
I've invented a time machine.
Really?
Yeah, I've just been so depressed after this last loss that I want to go back to 2014 when we were happy.
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea. Let's do it.
All right. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Jump through the portal.
Whoa, my apartment looks exactly the same, dude. And hey, check it out. This clock's been broken for a really long time.
Whoa. Who are you? We're you from 2015.
Whoa! Yeah, you guys look like I just came back from a game. How'd it go?
Yeah. Christian scored a bicycle kick. We are so excited about this season. We've got so many questions.
Yeah, what's it like to drink Surly out of the soccer ball?
I don't know how to tell you guys this, but we actually didn't win the soccer bowl. Whoa. Well, hey, at least we're winning the 2015 season though, right?
Well, actually, we came in 4th in the spring season and then lost 3-1 to Carolina just now. But Ibarra's still tearing up the league, right?
Bye.
Oh my god, that was awful. I'm even more depressed now.
How's it going, guys?
Whoa, who are you?
I'm Mike from the future. Looks like you still haven't changed your clock. Should probably get on that. But I have some really great news for you.
What is it?
Yeah.
You guys seem so bummed, so I decided to come back. Minnesota United is doing great. They're top of the table. They got Zlatan. NESL champions every year.
Wait,
Whoa.
look, you mean MLS, right?
No. MLS, where we're going, we don't need MLS. They installed promotion relegation. NESL is the best league. It's the Champions League of the day.
Whoa.
Can we come with you?
Yeah, come with me. Let's go.
All right.
Oh, one more thing. You're going to love the changes that Emperor Bladder made. Come on.
Wait, what'd you say? No, stop! Hey guys, welcome back to Two United Fans. We've been on a little bit of a break. You know, the season started back up, so we're back. We're going to bring some more good stuff to you. To start off, there's something that actually came up over the break that we haven't had a chance to talk about on the video show yet, and that is a site called Midfield Press. But it's a website that we put together with a bunch of our friends who are in the NASL writing and podcasting business. These are people who are doing this for fun, just for the love of the game, all around the league, came together to create this great site. It's got content and weekly wrap-ups. It's got all your opinion news. There's a lot of really cool things there, so make sure you check it out, midfieldpress.com. On a more Minnesota-centric note, though, I did have a chance this past week, before the game, over this weekend, which unfortunately we'll talk about in a bit, to go up to Minnesota United practice. It was a lovely day, and amazing defender, Justin Davis took time out of his day to come talk to us about the spring season, what he did over the break, and also his predictions for the fall season. So we'll take a look at that in just a moment.
Also, you're going to be excited to see a new piece of merchandise that we've got. We've now printed a scarf for the testimonial match on July 18th. You will find a beautiful scarf on sale. We got only 50 of these babies, so pick one up online before the game. You can pick it up at the game after you purchase it. Or if we have some left at the game, you can buy it there at the tailgate too. But without further ado, let's take a quick break and come right back with Justin Davis.
What's up, guys? I'm Landon Donovan, Mr. Manny Lagos' better half, and you're watching Two United Fans. Two weird United fans, but cool.
Welcome everybody to Minnesota practice here today. We're coming out a day before they head down to the south, leaving this beautiful Minnesota weather. And I just want to grab you for a quick second. Thank you very much for coming and talking to us today.
Thanks for having me.
You bet. And one thing I wanted to know really quick is what were your thoughts on the spring season here? You've kind of passed that, it's in the past. What did you take from that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we were all a little bit disappointed by where we finished in the table, but I think, you know, there's some glimpses of us playing well, and, you know, we let a few games go, but it's encouraging to know that, you know, we finished in that 4th position, which is playoff spot, which is where we want to be at the end of the year, so it's something to build off of.
Awesome. Yeah, we're looking forward to that. What's kept you busy in this offseason? I know everybody got a week off. Did you Go any crazy vacations?
Yeah, we got some time away from this to get our minds right. But mine was actually doing a lot of wedding planning. So I got a wedding coming up in January. So I was out in California checking out venues, eating cake, all that good stuff.
And so thank you very much for taking some time. To United fans here. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Jamie Watson with Minnesota United, and you're watching 2 United Fans.
Welcome back to 2 United Fans. Now we've got a discussion of Carolina versus Minnesota. We've said this many times before, but when we lose, this isn't so much fun. But I think the 3 points that we've got lined up for you today are pretty good. Point number 1, Kyle.
What is it?
You call that a defense?
Oh, it was rough. Nach, 3 goals. That is not a good game in any day. And the offense can't keep up, then the blame is always going to fall on the defense. And I know we talked a lot about this during the spring where we thought things were shaky, but then we come back some weeks and say, you know what, they played really well though. They can, if the technique is there, even without the speed, they can hold teams. Not the case.
Absolutely true. You had a chance to meet with Coach Manny Lagos this past week before the game. In fact, one of the things I remember him saying was that there's not one issue with the defense. There's been a little inconsistency, and it's kind of been up and down. And I had to agree. That was again the case. On the first goal, you saw there was an issue where something happened. Their interest was caught by something behind them. You'll see them turn around towards Sammy and Jock, the 2 center backs, Diaz and Calvano, and they turn back around, and this Simone Bracalello guy.
Yeah. Interesting find by Carolina. Great scouting by them.
Yeah, just fantastic. We should find someone like that, by the way. But anyway, he took a nice long-range shot. Second goal, completely different issue, which is that the ball pings off the top crossbar. You have a Carolina player making the run. And, you know, I don't know if Justin Davis in a perfect world stops that. But he gets distracted again, doesn't react quickly enough to where the ball's going.
No, it's almost as if he thought the ball went in the goal. That's the only thing that I personally could rationalize that by. It went off the crossbar and he seemed to turn and look back like he was already going to yell at people about something, and the ball was just rolling right behind him. Now, like you said, maybe he doesn't get to it, but he shouldn't have been sitting there trying to talk to somebody while the ball's rolling in front of goal. So it is weird.
It is very strange.
Inconsistencies in the defense, like you said. What is causing them? I don't know, because Davis has been a fantastic player for us, and
Absolutely.
To see something like that from him, that's very, very unsettling because it's hard to pinpoint then. It's not just the center backs anymore. There's severe mental lapses that are hurting United's defense. Man, that was depressing. That's the first point.
I'll be honest, I'm not smart enough. I don't have enough coaching experience to figure out what the problem is here. I just don't know. We'll leave it to Manny Lagos and see what he does. Point number 2. Man advantage? What man advantage? Wells Thompson gets an awful yellow card. I mean, the referee had a horrible game, but let's leave that aside. He didn't deserve to get sent off. But hey, 59th minute, man oh man, we're down, but now they've got a red card. We're going to come back and take it, and no.
Nothing. And I have to be honest here. Normally I go back and I watch all the games on the replay. Because I was away over the 4th, just trying to take my mind off the loss, and I came back and didn't watch it. So I watched the highlights, and what you see in the highlights is very, very surprising. You see the card, the red card that shouldn't have been, and then there's about 2 more plays and the game's over. For 30 minutes, United could put together a few shots on goal with a man advantage. Now, Nach, please tell me there was something supernatural happening during the game that didn't get put into the highlights that explains this.
Yeah, Carolina had like an alien spaceship that landed, beamed up a bunch of players, and play had to stop for several hours.
Seems more realistic than the fact that United couldn't put any chances on goal.
And our substitutions were phenomenal attacking substitutes. Jason went in. Christian Ramirez went in. Pitch Colin went in. These weren't defensive substitutions either. So, again, we don't know what's up. Something's got to change. Whether that's the connection between the midfield and the attack, whether that's the predatory instinct of our forwards, I don't know. At this point now, I'm throwing my hands up and I'm saying I'm having trouble identifying what the issue is. Maybe it's something deeper up here. Maybe it's in the locker rooms. I don't know. Point number 3. 24 hours ago, Kevin Venegas was the man of the match.
We got some positives for you, and that is Venegas. He has been a left back since I think it was 2 years ago. He jumped up to midfield for one game, maybe a year ago. That game didn't go so well. I think it might have been against Carolina.
Believe so.
We'll figure it out. But he came up this game to play that midfield position, something that Nach has called out and 2 United fans has endorsed for Venegas to step up with Miguel being gone, and he stepped up and played a great game. You saw him taking on players, doing things with the ball to create some chances, trying to take shots, sometimes maybe a bit too selfish, but it's hard to complain of anybody being too selfish at this point with our offensive woes. If a player's going to try something, I think I'm personally all for it. Just take some shots. So we do have something positive to think about, and that is that we have this midfield spark with Miguel being gone. We have forwards who can't finish, and the defense is leaking, but hey, there's something there that we can build off of if we can get the pieces and the minds right.
Absolutely. He's played well in the attacking roles, and I'm glad to see him move up. It'll be interesting to see whether they leave him up there when this rumored replacement comes in. Andy Gritter with Pioneer Press reported that they're looking for a Speedy Ibarra replacement. We have on Midfield Press found that there might be a rumor of a Brazilian forward from Vasco da Gama. Unconfirmed by the team, so we don't know who it's going to be. But when that replacement comes in, does Venegas stay up or does he move back into his right back position? We don't know. Another interesting thing to note, first 10 or 15 minutes he played on the left wing, while Mendes played on the right wing, where Mendes has normally played. After the 15th minute, after the 2 goals, they both switched. Venegas was back on the right side, Mendes was on the left, and they played way better, combined for the only United goal, in fact, which I'm really glad to see Daniel Mendes scoring again. But Kyle, I don't want to talk about this game anymore. I'll be honest. That's that. One of the things that's going to happen is that you're going to see a generic outro in a second after we take a break. So I need to tell you something that's going to happen in the next week right now, which is that there will be no video podcast next week. There are 4 games in 7 days. On Saturday, July 11th, Minnesota United plays Ottawa. Then there's the USA Gold Cup game in Kansas City that same Monday. You've got a Wednesday Minnesota United League game, and then on the 18th, which is a Saturday, you got Minnesota United playing Club Leon, where Mr. Ibarra comes back. I'm going to film a little 4 games in 7 days documentary. I'm going to all 4 of those games. Mike and Kyle are going to be at a couple of them at least. So we're going to film a little documentary about what it's like going to 4 soccer games in 7 days. Hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully you appreciate the crazy voice-losing frenzy that we find ourselves in.
Should be a blast. Stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back. Thank you very much for watching another episode of 2 United Fans. We're glad to have you here.
Absolutely. Now, make sure you subscribe on YouTube. You like us on Facebook. You what's it called on Twitter? I think it's called follow. You should follow us on Twitter. You should find us on services that we're not on, like Instagram, too. Read our blog on Northern Pitch. Sometimes we write stuff, too. And finally,
listen to us. If you're tired of looking at these faces, you can stare at a blank screen and still hear our beautiful voices with TUF Cast. This is a weekly audio pod we're putting out. Check us out on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, and something else that we automatically upload to. We are everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks again. See you later.
goodbye.